In the swamps and cities of southern Louisiana, 4 post-apocalyptic survivors blaze a trail to find themselves, their adversaries, and the solution to stopping the second coming of the apocalypse. Welcome to Radrolls, a Fallout tabletop RPG.
Hours later, the initial party of non-clones, except for Clark, are here on site in Christmastown, where they have staged a getaway, including a lot of Rising Sun Settlement members, along with the Christmastown Raiders, into their train. Unfortunately, they had been surprise attacked by a vertibird that has come down and actually shot and incapacitated signaled the super mutant. The fire has kind of like encompassed the entire settlement to make a almost a pin that you all are in. From the vertibird drops a figure. This figure is fully clad in power armor. In one hand has a shish kebab lit, and in the other hand has a laser rifle. He stares you down across this raging fire of asbestos snow and Christmas decorations, and looks right at Lonnie Haybear and says, "For some reason, I always thought it would come to this."
What, pray tell?
Me killing you.
You see, I'm a survivor, and I've been through far worse shit than you could ever put me through. Paladin Bouffant, if I can actually call you Paladin, I name you Weak Link. You have led this chapter of the Brotherhood into some sort of false mission, and I will not stand for it any longer.
I couldn't have you just died in the vault like we had originally planned. You were just gonna be the fall guy for all of this. We were gonna put you down there. We were gonna get you all cloned up. Frankly, I like your clone way better than I like you that's running around now. And now I gotta come back off of my busy schedule where I'm actually doing stuff and kill you. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I have to do. But we learned that you escaped the vault. We learned that you escaped the city and killed probably 20 people in the escape.
You are the goddamn Paladin. Who do you answer to?
Don't tell me you went in that vault and didn't figure it out.
Mm-hmm. This is why you've got to go.
And now we will begin initiative. I will now pull up the turn order here in just 1 second. All right. So first up in the turn order is Paladin Bouffant. So if you look at the grid map that we have here, pretty much all, what would I say that is? All of the spaces that are immediately in the vicinity of Paladin Bouffant are considered close range. So I would say that anywhere that is like a Pep is right now is in close range. When I'm going to take a minor action and move Paladin Bouffant a step, and now Lonnie and Pep are in close range. Clark is in medium range. Signal and Hazel are in long range. You kind of understand my logic with that? It's kind of like whatever square is closest to it, it's what it is. Got a little bit D&D, but that's how it goes. All right, Paladin Bouffant has moved forward, and he is going to be attacking Lonnie first, because Lonnie is the person that he's going to attack first. It's not
True
Mouthed
aggro.
off too.
Because
Me
I always
being a
get
GM.
aggro.
You got to get aggro. But we also did a pretty epic,
Yeah, they
hyper
had a whole
moment.
thing.
But I
Got a whole
always
thing.
pull GM aggro, so yeah.
Pew, pew, pew. Success, so that hits. Let's see how much that hits for.
Nice.
Energy damage. Wow. And let's see where that hit you. There's 7 damage, and let's see. One of that's piercing. Right in the torso.
So 7, but it would be 5 pierce 6. I take 6 damage.
And then he's going to spend 2 of his AP, which I generated earlier today. And he's going to take another major action and shoot his laser rifle at Lark.
Miss bitch. Yes.
And the
Special type of miss.
complication with that.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Fuck
baby.
you.
His gun actually jams when he tries to fire it. And in his next turn, he won't be able to use his gun as well. So that ends his turn. Now the vertibird is up next. The vertibird is going to be a little more interesting. And every turn it's going to appear in a new location. And what it is going to try to do is fire its Gatling gun upon the party, or a minigun, I think they call it in Fallout world. And let me have that open here for myself.
Are they good enough shots not to hit the Paladin?
That's the thing. We will see.
We'll find out.
What range are they going to be considered? Are they just going to be considered long range for the entire encounter? Well, unless we do something.
So you can get, it's long range unless they're going to move corners. And so they're circling your party counterclockwise. If you can move into their corner, then you're close range.
Oh, okay.
You would be able to do something to, you would be able to fully attack it.
What is the range rating for their weapon?
Range rating for their minigun?
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second. I mean, it's inaccurate. Like, what it is going to do is try to hit 3 successes. But if it rolls 2 success, essentially what I'm going to try to do is every time I'm going to roll the minigun thing, just 2 dice. If it hits 3 successes, essentially it's going to hit the entire party. Successes, it's going to hit like a single, like maybe 1 or 2 of you. If it's 1, it may graze someone. If it's 0, it's going to hit Paladin Bouffant. That's kind of the rules that I've come up with for the minigun. It doesn't function necessarily like a minigun. It's more or less like a piece that you'll need to deal with. That sound good? Okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh, so it gets 3 successes. And what everybody's going to get is actually damage. All going to get hit in... Oh, but it's burst and spread. Yeah, so it spreads. So that's actually going to hit twice, I believe, in your right arm. No.
Spread
What is
is
burst?
a random... spread is a random body part.
What does burst do?
Burst is not something that I'm going to be using.
Okay.
Because I'm
Yeah,
already
so
doing this like weird 3, 2, 1, 0. So ignore burst.
So spread, I think you roll again for a location.
Yeah, roll a location. If you get right arm again, it'll be relevant. Right. So
Right
each
leg.
of those
So
spots takes
right arm,
1
right leg.
damage.
Yep.
All right.
Correct.
No damage for Clark. He's got armor.
Armor.
Yeah, and Pep's in power armor, so I figured that's probably nothing.
see, he's okay.
He's doing all right. All right. Next
Head
up in
is something
order-
else, but
He's got a helmet.
You've got-
He should have some armor and a helmet.
yeah, it's just army helmet. I don't know how well.
Better than the rest of them.
Better than nothing, yeah.
All right.
Next
Clark,
up in the order, we've got Clark.
Yeah, I need to generate some AP before I actually attempt anything. So I will shoot at the Paladin at medium range for 44. So let's do that.
Okay.
2 successes.
Hey.
Got it.
Let's roll some damage here. No additional.
Where are you aiming at, by the way?
Oh, shit. What? Hold on. I think it's like his legs
You can
or
pick.
something stupid
Yeah,
like that.
with Pip-Boy, you can pick.
Which it's I clicked off of it for the thing. Du-du-du. It looks like the arms and legs have the lowest physical DR, and actually, how much damage did I even roll here? It's actually
You
quite
cranked
well.
out 9.
9 damage. So 9. How? All right. How? Somebody tell me how this worked. All right. So his physical damage resistance for his head is 7. So if I shoot him in the head, will that mean only 2 damage goes through?
Yeah, and it comes off the
2.
hit points.
It
of
comes
the,
off the hit points of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems really kind of pathetic. So I will
So,
take.
Not much
also,
better
here's the
anywhere
thing.
else.
Yeah, it's no better
Here's the
anywhere
thing.
else.
What I have done to make it easier is he has an HP. I wouldn't be worried about if you can get essentially if you can get him past a certain point, things will start breaking off based on how much damage you've done. So I wouldn't worry about how much HP this has or how much HP that has. Like, you continually attack an area, like that's going to break essentially. So I
Okay.
wouldn't worry
I mean-
about like what location has what hit points for the power armor.
I think I rolled high enough that I will stick with my sort of original plan and actually shoot him. And I guess I'll go for the head since I hit high enough to get past that damage. So yeah, I'll shoot him in the fucking face. Fuck this guy. Fucking Marty.
You shoot him in the face. The bullets kind of like ding the helmet a little bit. It's at you. It's for your turn, sir. Are you good?
I think so. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Can't think of anything else.
Next
so.
up, we've got Signal. Signal is now going to do a death save.
Oh no.
He's gonna be doing a death save here, which I just realized that I need to pull up Signal's character sheet as well. Get that set up. Signal. He's gonna do it's plus survival.
Come on, buddy.
He's got 3 critical injuries, so he has to do that. He has to hit a 3.
So
2
close.
successes. I'm going to give him a mixed success so that he can roll that again on his next turn as well, and see if he can survive. We've got Lonnie Haybear.
Time to put my money where my mouth is. I'm aiming for the head too. Like that was my original plan. Is if we can get that bucket off, we can put him down. So we're gonna go. I don't have any AP to juice this. Oh my god.
Successes. Yeah.
I've only got 1 luck point, and I don't think this is the time. I think I'm going to reel from that shish kebab shot, and I'm not able to steady myself well enough to get that shot off, and that's. Do I want to move? Do I want to move? No, I'll stay right there.
Okay. Hazel, you are next in our turn order. What are you planning on doing?
She really wants to help Signal, but if we don't do something about this jerk off, we're all gonna die. So she is going to take her entangling jingle bells and try to entangle the arm that he is holding the shish kebab in.
Okay, great.
So, get that gear. And
You want to move closer first?
I think I'm at medium range. Medium range is
You're at long range
Oh,
where
you
you're
are.
at.
all right. So yeah, I'll move one closer then. There, and now I'm at medium range. Yeah.
I can't see it from where I'm at, so
Yeah,
Yes,
she's
yes.
2 spots away from.
You're good.
Okay. So hold on. So I'm going to use the entangling beads to simulate the entangling jingle bell bolo that I created. I believe.
Let me
And-
see where
Mm-hmm.
your sheet.
Okay.
Do you have them in your weapons? Oh, you do.
It's in the chat now. She
Yep.
got the roll.
Okay, great.
So,
Well, didn't succeed.
So-
but
No successes for that medium range. Sorry about that.
Wait,
They kind of like it's
No.
almost.
Is it a medium?
Wait, you're
What's the range on the item?
for the entangling beads, it's medium.
Medium.
Close to medium.
Oh,
It's long
and
range.
it's,
yeah. Then that's like it's Mardi Gras. You have thrown the Mardi Gras beads to Paladin Bouffant and have kind of like ring them around his shish kebab and they kind of like hula hoop down and get caught in his wrist and his a sword, and he will not be able to use that the next turn. Moving
Excellent.
on to if you're done with your turn, you've moved your range, you've got your thing. Okay, yeah, let's move
Yeah,
on to
that's-
Pep Hackett. See what he's
That's
got.
what I got.
All right, so looking at our combat map here, the big Christmas tree is behind Paladin Bouffant, correct?
Oh,
The big
God.
Paladin Bouffant is in front of the Christmas tree. Yeah.
Okay, Pep would like to tackle Paladin Bouffant with the intention of trying to knock him and Pep, if need be, into the giant Christmas tree, hopefully with enough force to knock the Christmas tree over.
Okay. So what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do this is I'm going to set a difficulty test. You're actually going to do a contested difficulty test, which we have never done before. Today we are doing it because woohoo. What it is going to be is I am going to roll. Essentially, I'm adding an AP. I'm going to see how many successes Paladin Bouffant can get for this test. If he gets 4 successes, the difficulty test you have to pass is 4. If he gets 2, it's 2. You got me on that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, he's got 3 successes. So you need to pass a difficulty 3 athletics plus strength check.
Okay. And I would like to use is a luck point gives me an extra die?
Luck is after and only
After.
affects the die you roll, so it cannot give you an extra
Yes.
one to
Okay.
roll.
So I would, if I wanted to use an extra die, I would use an action point, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I am going to use an action point. I have 2 left. Or I would now have 1 left. Okay, so we're doing strength plus athletics. And I'm doing 3d20. Let's see what happens. Let's cross our fingers. Oh.
Now you can roll a luck if you want to.
Yeah.
Try and get that last
I will
one.
roll a luck.
Wow.
And a luck
Going
point.
in.
Okay, so 1d20. Come on,
Come on,
baby.
Christmas cheer.
Oh, oh, oh.
Christmas
Got it.
cheer.
Christmas cheer.
Look at you. All right, where are you moving Paladin Bouffant to? Tell me again.
I am shoulder tackling him to knock him into the Christmas tree, hopefully with enough force that it topples the Christmas tree.
Ooh.
Okay. Which way do you want to topple the Christmas tree, towards the fire or towards the group? What's your game plan here?
Well,
What do you want-
ideally,
what do you want
I'd
the outcome?
love to do it. Ideally, I'd love to do it to where the Christmas tree... I don't remember how tall this Christmas tree is, but in the direction of the vertebrate. I know it won't hit it, but just like in that direction.
Just want to spook it.
I want to spook it and maybe set up a ramp.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay. Let's see here. Let me think about this.
Then rules of
Well,
nature
if we want to
will
get
play
real,
as you
if we
run
want to
up
get
the tree
real
trunk.
thinking about it, can I tell what direction the vertebrate is traveling? Is it traveling like to our left or to our right?
I said it was counterclockwise, so it's moving
Perfect.
to like. I said that earlier.
Excellent.
All right.
So I am pushing
let's
him
see.
basically straight forward from where we are on the map.
I'm gonna have you do perception plus athletics here. This is for where the tree lands. I'm gonna give you a difficulty 3 to see if you can hit the vertebrate with the tree. If you get that, then I think that you're gonna get the outcome that you were looking for. So a difficulty 3, perception plus athletics.
Absolutely not.
Okay, well that's fine. You essentially knock Paladin Bouffant, and the Christmas tree cracks at the base, and it knocks back. It knocks into the fire of Santa's big old workshop. It's a ramp up that you could go up, but not the vertebrate kind of sees it and dodges out of the way, and it's kind of like, whoa, what's going on? And Paladin Bouffant grunts in complete anger at this, and so now you are with him because you maneuvered him into the Christmas tree that has been knocked over, so he would be back a little bit. He would be right there. I think that would be a good estimation of what you have tried to do with your turn.
That sounds great.
Now, would I still be in medium range?
Yes.
That still be considered? Okay. Just all right. Okay. Didn't know if you had to do like no diagonals had to be okay. All right. Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Next up, we've got Paladin Bouffant. All right. Paladin Bouffant cannot use his laser gun because of this jam. He also cannot use his shish kebab because it's been entangled, and that's just for this turn. So what Paladin Bouffant I think is going to do is he is going to try to essentially punch Pep in the head. That's what he's going to try to do. So he's going to make an unarmed strike against Pep.
Rockin' sock'em robots going on right now.
He hits that.
Alternatively, Megalobox. I mean, we've got some options here. We can...
Yep. And he does, let's see, 3 physical damage in his head.
What
Pep,
is
what's the armor
damage
that you
resistance?
have?
Yeah,
I have the army helmet, which hold on, let me check here.
Did he aim for the head?
I think it. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I think it's 2, but I honestly have no idea.
What does it say on your character sheet itself? I've updated to make sure that everyone's armor is cool. It's 100%. It should say like,
physical damage DR2.
Okay, great. Yeah, then you take 1 damage.
Very cool.
Right. And then Paladin Bouffant to essentially move up past you as he punches you and move back into... Wait, he was down here, so that would mean he would move 1 forward. So Pep, you're right. That's kind of weird looking. He's going to move forward 1. Let me grab him and move him out of the way. Roll20 doesn't like that. That 1 bit. Next up, we've got the Vertibird. Vertibird is going to use its minigun here to see if it can hit you all. Yep, 2 successes. So what that's going to be is we're going to do a... Let's see. Roll 1d... How many of there are there? 4? And let's do roll d4 again to see who it hits again. So it's going to hit the initiative order of 1 and 2 for 2 physical damage. Mark and Lonnie, and it hits you at your left leg. So you take 2 damage on your left leg. Whatever your armor is, obviously, you can count it out. But 2 damage left leg. Next up, we've got Clark. Clark, what are you doing?
Is he still like in the tree branches, or does he move like away from the tree?
He's moved forward. He's not up in the tree branches. He punched Pep, and then he used his minor action to move a space.
Like Pep is pretty near him. Pep, how healthy are you currently?
I am down 3 health points.
But you generally feel healthy, right?
Yeah, in a general way.
General sense, you feel healthy.
I like to imagine that this conversation is taking place during the battle, and Clark is like, Pep, how healthy are you feeling?
Do you feel healthy? Because if you feel healthy, then
I just got punched in the face.
It doesn't matter because I ended up not hitting it. Hold on, do I have perks that link up with that? What does Gunslinger do? No. Yeah, I just miss.
Okay. Oh, and
that is unfortunate.
Right. Do you have anything else you want to do?
Wait, do you have a move action?
I do. I could have moved.
Right? You aimed.
Oh, I aimed?
Yeah.
I mean, I did have a plan of where I was going to aim. Would that have affected the roll?
You can use a minor action to aim if you don't have an inaccurate weapon. It lets you re-roll a d20.
I did not know that. Wow. Well.
I will allow you to aim.
I've never been able to use that because my weapon is inaccurate, and I'm not allowed to use that
I
action.
didn't even know that was like a thing. Okay. Yes. Well, that's neat.
So you can re-roll that 16.
Okay, it's going to roll twice because I don't know an easier way to do this, but we're only taking the top one.
You looked out, on
And
that
the top one is the one that got it. All right.
You got a
Okay.
success from that. Okay. Yes, you hit. Where did you aim for?
The shish
You still going
kebab.
first.
I want to shoot the tank of the shish kebab.
Ooh.
I love it.
Are you being serious with me right now?
Yes. I have a pit boy. I want to aim at the tank of the shish kebab. I asked if Pep is healthy. He said he's healthy.
Enough.
He's healthy enough.
Okay. So you're aiming to explode the tank of the shish kebab, right?
If it explodes, great. If it doesn't explode, that's fine. It won't be on fire anymore.
Okay.
Just
Oh, that's a lot
regular
of damage.
sword.
1, 2, 3,
That's 9.
6, 9 damage. Yeah, well, it's still going into the shish kebab tank, so whatever you want to do with that information is
Since
what has
that's
happened.
not since you didn't call that out, and we have successes here. You didn't call out that you were trying to aim for the. I said, "Where are you aiming?" Expecting head, arm, leg, like the normal VATS thing. Like if you were trying to shoot the shish kebab thing, that's fine. Do you have any luck points?
I have nothing. I have absolutely no resources whatsoever.
Okay.
I mean,
How
if
do I
you need
know?
me to just like shoot him in the head, I'll do that again. If that's
I will.
what you
I
are
want to
getting
allow
at,
you.
but-
I want to allow you to do this, but if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we don't have a Merry Christmas. And if we could just shoot shish kebab, gas canisters, then we don't have a Merry Christmas too. But I want to make it so that you could. But I want to add an additional level to this. So go ahead and see.
I
if
like-
you can get-
You want to do what? What about let's compromise? What about like an additional roll to see like what part of the shish kebab? If it rolls like something, if it rolls not another thing.
Catastrophic, slow leak.
Yeah.
It
I
might
want you
just
to
break-
get. Here's
it
I
might
like slow
break
leak.
the
That's a
blade
good
in
one.
half. I mean, they're fragile.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I already decided my ruling on this. I'm gonna give you a let's see, small guns plus perception for difficulty 2. Because you're using small guns and agility to fire your weapons and deal damage. That makes sense to me. But when you're
Yes.
aiming for something that's small, the perception I think would allow it to do. So I think difficulty 2, perception plus small guns. A hit, you're gonna hit that arm anyways. Like with
Right.
whatever,
Yes,
but
that's
we're
what
seeing
I
if
was
we can
gonna
get that
say.
extra.
You
Yeah.
shoot the red valve so that it goes righty-tighty, and it just shuts off.
I like that.
Yeah, one success.
Success. Okay. So what you're gonna end up doing is being what is that? 6, 3. So that's 9 damage total because you had vicious on that.
Mm-hmm.
And Bouffant on his right arm there. So you've done 9 damage. That cuts through. It like grazes the shish kebab, but it like burrows itself into his armor and leaves some bullet holes there. Eve is Clark's turn. So next up, we've got Signal the Super Mutant. Signal the Super Mutant is going to do another death save throw here because I felt bad for him that he didn't get it. And what he's trying to do is get 3 successes on this survival plus endurance test, and we'll see if he can do it. And here's the thing. We will be dealing with the fallout of that at a normal time, but Signal is now out of the initiative order, and he is no longer on the battle map to be used. Next up, we've got Lonnie Haybear. Lonnie, what are you doing?
All right. I'll use my minor action to move. I want to spread us out a little bit since he seems to be pretty reliant on melee, and this vertibird seems to be reliant upon having us grouped together. It's not close enough for me to be able to get a really good shot, but I'm going to take that shot regardless. I believe I'm looking for 2 successes. That's a miss.
Ooh. Dang. Fire that satch gun. It's just off. You're just missing. It's too much pressure. The paladin in front of you. It's a lot of pressure.
There's a lot of chaos going on right now.
That's true. Hazel, you were up next in a turn order. What are you trying to do?
Oh, okay. So he still has the shish kebab. It's not entangled anymore.
Yeah, it's not entangled anymore. He's got his laser gun is unjammed. He's got full weapons activated now.
Okay, I'm going to use the other set of entangling jingle bells. And I am going to try and entangle the arm that has the laser gun. And I'm going to use... So you said we don't have individual AP anymore?
Yeah, you don't have individual AP. The group total AP that you started with, I believe, was 5 when you started this encounter.
All right.
I'm sorry. I thought that was starting after this session.
Oh, I had said that, but then I'd already written the rules, and so now the only thing that we need to know is that group AP is going to be 5, but you all have a maximum of 12 AP, and I don't think you're generating 12 AP this turn, so everybody can use the AP. I'm sorry if that wasn't...
I had 2 left over from the last session, but if I cannot use it, then that's fine.
Whatever AP that you just used, Mike, I'm not counting, so you got free AP, because I think you had 3 AP that you had saved up. Right?
I had 2 AP, 3 luck points at the start.
2 AP, 3 luck points. I think 5 AP was the thing that the group had, because I don't think Clark had any at the start of this. And I don't think Lonnie had any at the start of this.
I did not have any.
I'm sorry, I was like reading the rule book. So do we have group AP now?
Group AP, yes. That's what we're rolling with. We're going straight back to the official rules.
This guy's fucked.
But you will have a total of 12 AP.
Right now to use.
So since I can't have mine, can I use one of the group AP then?
You can. The group total AP that you have right now is 5. You can have a maximum of 12 in that pool.
Gotcha.
Okay.
He's still fucked.
1 success and a complication.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't think that you hit because did you move forward, and that would be in long range, right?
Well, yeah, I should have specified that because he got moved back by Pep, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
But he moved forward,
which is still. I mean, she's still 4 away.
He moved 1 up,
okay.
which I just moved you 2. You're 3 away from him, so that's long range.
I wanted to do it from medium range, if I could get into medium range. If not, then it is what it is.
You wouldn't have been able to, right? Because that would have been like you would have to move 1, 2, 3 spaces.
You had to use your major action to do a move.
Okay, so 1 success wasn't enough. So
you did
I whiffed
You
it.
did get a complication too, though. Yeah.
Complication, which we're gonna figure that out right now.
One of the bells comes flying off my little bolo. Well,
I love complications. God.
Lonnie, your left arm is now entangled. Not use your left arm.
Okay.
Because he's right in front of you. That's not aggro for me. That's just directional.
Right.
That's
That makes
just
perfect sense.
Okay, yeah. Your left arm is now hit. All right, moving on to Pep. Pep, what kind of craziness are you coming up with here? You're pretty close to this guy.
Yeah, and his back is to me now, right?
He's kind of like to the side of you. He's not like, you're not fully behind him. You're kind of like, he punched you and moved forward a little bit so that you're kind of like over to his left. But you're right there. You're right beside him.
I want to base hammer. So basically, like, I want to try to hit him in the high back. So kind of aiming for either like that, aiming for his upper neck. Like,
Okay,
so either
so
I'm hitting him like at the top of his shoulders or the base of his neck in the head with the base hammer.
Okay. What's your ideal outcome for this?
Well, ideally, knock his helmet off, and possibly break his neck.
Okay. All right. So you're just gonna hit him in his torso with his power armor on, but it's gonna be in his back.
In his
the
back,
head.
like in the his upper. I'm gonna aim for his neck, basically.
I think you have
so
to
you're going for his,
El Kabong with the base hammer.
you're going for his head, correct? There's either head or torso.
All right, I'll go for his head.
Okay. I was just the neck. I'm like, well, I mean, I guess that's head-ish. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
All right. Oh wait, now I can't remember how to actually roll with weapon.
So if you go to the bottom of your character sheet, there'll be your attacks there, and all you got to do is make sure that you don't have anything edited or open down there, and just click on minigun, and it'll ask, or click on base hammer or whatever you've got. And
That's what it is. That's what always screws me up. Is I click on it and it
Yep.
pops up behind the window. Okay. So little Vault Boy head right on the weapon.
that's for damage. You click on the name of the weapon to get your successes for if you can.
There we go. So input value.
Yeah, you got it. It'd be 0 unless you're adding burning
yeah.
an AP to hit.
No.
Okay, yeah, 1 success you managed to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Now we do damage. Submit. 10 physical damage, affects breaking.
Jesus. All right. So.
Fuck. 7, 8. Oh.
All right. How do I want to do that? Let me. Here. As far as 5, fuck yeah. You oh yeah, you claw him with this base hammer. That's the stand-up base. It's almost like a piano is crashing into the back of Paladin Bouffant's head, and it cracks the helmet completely on one side, so that it just like falls off like Darth Vader style, and his head is now exposed. Jesus Christ! All right. I lowered the HP values a little bit for the stuff, but Jesus, with that attack and the breaking effect, that's pretty good. That'll do it for his head armor, which takes him down just a few HP. And anything else in your turn? You didn't take a minor action, so if you want to take a minor action.
I would, I guess, this is D&D. I'll disengage. I'll move back from him a few steps, so he at least has to, like, if he's gonna turn his attention toward me, he has to, like, do a movement toward
I'll
me.
move you into medium range because you were kind of like right on top, and that's how it was. So you're moved into medium range now. Okay. Next up, we've got Paladin Bouffant here. Paladin Bouffant is going to move a step here for his minor action and move right there. With that attack in the head, he's going to face Pep. Use his shish kebab to try to attack Pep. Yep, 3 successes right there. That's pretty great. 3 successes right there in the money. And guess what? We got rid of that roll of 1, immediately get double damage. So at least you don't have that. Think about that as, you know, some of the rule changes got rid of some stuff. But don't think about this 9 energy damage, 2 of it being piercing to your torso.
Torso.
What's energy DR on your torso?
Yeah, let's take a look here. How do I read that? It's 3-8? what?
Look at your character.
That don't worry about that. It's underneath of it. Physical DR, energy DR.
Oh,
Are you
I
on
have-
your like core page?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it says torso 3-8. That's for rolling like hit location, but below
Okay,
that
yeah.
should say physical DR, energy DR.
I have 0, but I'm in power armor, so that can't
It
be
depends on the
correct.
power armor piece on the torso.
It's T45. So
Yeah.
Yeah, stand by.
we're professionals here, radrolls,
Yeah.
and
So you
Pretty sure it's 4-3, maybe.
it's a T45.
Yeah,
Straight up T45.
Yeah.
straight up.
Wait, that doesn't appear to exist. Wait, those are upgrade. Sorry, that was an upgrade mod. I apologize. T45 chest piece has 7 energy resistance, so you're ignoring 2 of that. So you're treating it like 5 minus 4. You'll take 4 damage.
Cool.
What's his physical on there? DR.
Physical on a T45 chest piece is 8, and radiation's 9.
what is? Oh my gosh, 14 health points. So what?
Yeah.
It's down to 9 health points, which we do have to keep track of now, because unless you're
10
gonna
health
fix
point.
it.
Wait. Yeah,
I thought 5
he
went through.
He took 4 damage.
Oh, well, whatever.
Take 4 damage?
Yeah,
Okay.
7 ER, 7 energy DR, minus 2 is 5. 9 damage, minus the 5 is 4. And then 14 health points, minus 4 is he's got 10 remaining.
Yes.
It's a big brain pharmacist math going on there. Yeah, that.
I am your sheet to reflect that.
Okay.
The attack he just did.
Click off.
So you got that. Next up. Oh wait, he's gonna use 2. Oh yeah, he's gonna use 2 AP and take a second. Take a second major action. And use the shish kebab again to attack. Actually, you know what? Things that happen to him. He's actually gonna use his range laser rifle and lob a shot towards Hazel.
The difficulty goes up by 1 for the second attack. Oh,
Holy shit!
Ooh,
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Whoa!
For the listeners
That's what you get.
at home,
Oh
Paladin
my
and Bouffant rolled double 20s.
Taking a
20,
shot at the
20.
medic. Shame, shame, shame.
I guess that laser rifle wasn't unjammed after all.
He grabbed a bad one.
I don't like a double 20 on that.
It just fucking explodes, right? I mean,
Pretty much.
It's just done. It's just done. He fires off a shot and it doesn't go out of the gun. It just goes into the gun, and the gun just disintegrates in his hands. He can't use the gun anymore. I don't see any other way out of rolling a double 20 with that.
yes.
Like that gun is just gone.
Yeah, you can't double jam it, right? Like you can't.
It's already jammed once too, right? I mean, this is divine intervention here.
Yeah.
I think he's happy that it's gone now because it already screwed with him once. I think he's pretty happy.
Yeah,
about
that's
My head
that's
cannon.
what the third 20. The third 20 that was rolled on that gun.
My head canon
Yeah.
is that Knight Rogier was like, he keeps complaining about having too easy of fights. Let's see how he does now.
That gun was cursed, and if anybody walked away from this fight with it,
it would have been.
it was cursed.
You know,
All
Clark
right.
would have.
Night Rogier MPV.
So that ends Paladin Bouffant's turn. Ooh, he's having a time. Let's go into the vertibird here. So the vertibird was actually stalled up and is going to move over. Let's see if it'll let me do it. Yeah, into that section over there, and is going to be firing off its minigun into the crowd. Let's see what we get from this minigun here. It's got 1 success, so it's gonna hit. Let's see, number in the turn order here. 1d5. 3, so it's, let's see. Let's see. Clark. So it'll be Hazel. You take 1 damage. Find out. Wait, no, we haven't rolled damage yet. Sorry. Damage. We'll do hit location as well.
Ew.
Yeah, you take 5 physical damage in your left arm.
It would be 4 plus 2 at a random location.
Plus 2 to random location. Okay. So, yeah, because of that.
So 4 in the left arm, 2 in the torso.
Yep. That's it.
Minus your armor or whatever.
Whatever your armor is. Yep. All right. Next up, we've got Clark.
He's got no helmet on and he's in close range, so...
Take that sucker out.
We're gonna be shooting for little eyeballs here. It's just... Oh, you know what I want to do first, just because, it just feels like a good time to do it? I've had a dose of Calmex on me since, we made our character sheet, so I'll go ahead and take that.
Okay, that's your minor action.
Yes, and that has something about an addiction thing that I don't know about, and I've been trying to read in the rules, which is why I've been slightly distracted.
If we all start taking a bunch of drugs, I'll think about addiction, but until we go down that rabbit hole, we don't need to have an intervention, and we're fine.
Yeah, so he'll take some Calmex, and that allows me to re-roll any agility or perception once per turn. So just keep that in mind there.
Ooh. That's a good one.
And I am aiming for his stupid face.
Okay, great.
And I will just have to re-roll one of those, I guess.
Yeah, I think you should, because by law and order that I just
one of those. Yeah.
Double 20s.
What is happening here?
That's gonna not be acceptable to me. At this current moment.
How's that?
I have 0 luck, unfortunately.
How are you going to re-roll one?
Deal with that because I can re-roll any agility roll once per turn.
Oh, that's right, once per turn. Yes.
So at least it's only 1 complication now.
Yeah.
So I got a success, but a complication.
Yeah, your gun will jam for the next turn, but it will fire off this shot. So go ahead and roll damage on that.
Y'all remember Cinderella Man? It was years and years ago, the boxing movie, and near the very beginning, the 2 boxers both broke their hands and they were just flailing at each other because they couldn't land a decent. That's what's going to happen. Everyone's weapon's going to break.
Yeah, I know.
And it's just going to be a slap fight.
Nine.
It's 9
into his head.
And vicious, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah,
so close to so many crits on this guy. I can't quite get him.
You fire this bullet into his head, and it pierces through his eye. His eye, you can see the hole in his head, and when you see that, it grows back.
Naturally,
full eye is back there. It looks like that he is unharmed. He did take damage from that, but it looks like that he didn't.
Well, there's only one thing to do after this turn if I have a jammed gun, so we'll get to that.
All right, next up in our turn order today, we've got Lonnie Haybear. Lonnie, he's not really facing you. He's facing Clark and Pep, by the way.
Cool. So that means that if he's facing backwards, I'm thinking it might be a little bit easier to take a nice little run up on him and sort of scramble up onto the armor. right? Like, I mean, the armor's like a couple of feet, so I'm thinking like if I take a run and go up like where the calf portion would be, right?
Yeah,
and like get a little boost up.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, do agility plus sneak for difficulty 1 real quick, just to see if you can get up there, and then we'll figure out what.
I mean, this is mainly for flavor, but agility sneak, I probably. Okay, all right, I get there.
Hey, look how fun
so
that was. You rolled dice; it was great.
Yeah. So I get up there. I basically like this left hand of mine that I can't use because it's entangled. I'm gonna try to grab like the collar of the back of the armor, and I'm putting the trumpet like right to his head.
Okay.
And we're going for it. I'm spending an AP to get an extra die on this.
All right.
4 successes.
4
okay?
successes. Yes.
So I just
generated 3 AP.
I generated 3 additional off of that small investment, that seed, if you will. And I'm going to unload everything I can into it.
Okay. So you're gonna spend some AP for your fire. Do you have fire rate on there?
I'm gonna spend. I've got fire rate, so I spend ammo. If it were melee, I would spend AP. So I spend bullets. That's not. So that's 5 in the head, and then 2 in 3 other random locations. And it's Pierce 3.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so you definitely damage him for 5. Right through the head.
Yeah, those others are not the greatest, but
he you burn up all this hair, and it's like it looks like he's like ghoul for a second, and then the skin starts growing back. It's starting to grow back a little bit slower though, than what it looked like when Clark shot him in the eyeball. And the lasers hit the power armor pieces and kind of score them a little bit. And you got anything else?
Continue rodeoing this guy. No, that's all the juice I got. I'm just going to continue.
So you're just on top of him?
I mean,
yeah,
you know,
I like it. Look at me! Look at me! I'm the paladin now.
Yeah. You know what? I generated those AP. I'm going to use them. I'm going to use 2, and I'm going to take another attack.
Okay.
So I'm going to use now. I need 2 successes on this one. I'm not going to use AP to do that, but 2 successes.
Got
All
it.
right. We're going to roll again.
Successes.
I'm going to juice it again. Let's see what I get.
All right, let's juice it again.
That is 6 with 1 piercing, and a random location takes 3 with 1 piercing. Okay, so yeah, I'm riding the
left
bull.
arm. You hit him again in the head for 6. That definitely, the headshot takes him down. I mean, he kind of like is burnt again, and it's growing back even slower from his head. You want to spend another AP to do a minor action? Like, what else you got in this turn?
No, I think that's about the extent of what I can do. I left the pool in the same shape that no, slightly better. Wait. Let's see. I generated 4 and I spent 3.
Yeah. You generated 3
and I spent 3. Sorry. Yeah, I left it in the same shape I brought it. Okay.
Yeah, that's great. Moving on to Hazel. Your turn is next.
You are muted.
You are muted.
So, is Lonnie still up on his shoulders, or?
Yeah, I'm riding the bull right now.
Okay. So then I am going to take out my wing scalpel, and I'm in medium range right now, right?
Yes, you're
If
in
I-
medium range. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a clear shot at his head. Do that. And I'd like to use 1 AP so that I can have a better chance of hitting him with my throwing knife.
Okay.
So
So you're knifing him to the head.
aiming for the head, yeah.
Cool.
Using my VATS. Yeah. Well, that should not have happened. It should have been.
Putting to roll
put-
3 dice,
know
but you
what.
did.
The first
Roll three
one
additional is what you
one is
did.
complication and one is 2, so I got 2 successes and a complication. I don't know
You
where
got-
the other.
You managed to hit him. You dropped a throwing knife. This cost you 2 throwing knives. Throw. You dropped it. You won't be able to find it till after the battle.
Okay, that's fine. I am using my what is it called? Backwoodsman down home cooking.
Mhm.
So I'm adding an additional 2 dice, and then I'm also using my comprehension to double that. So dice added to the 4 from the original throwing knife. So I should see 8 when I do this.
Okay.
So 6 physical damage.
Yeah, you throw this throwing knife into Paladin Bouffant, and it just sticks. It goes right into his cheek, and it sticks. And you can
And
tell
it
that it like dislodges his mouth a little bit, and he opens it and kind of looks at you and smiles through the knife that is now sticking into his face.
Heal around that, bitch.
All right. Next up in the turn order. That was great. We got Pep.
Damn. All right. So Lonnie is still riding the bull. We're seeing him heal, but it looks slower.
Remember what you have. Come into your power, Pep.
The power of recklessness.
You
Yeah.
got Jingles.
Dead Jedi? Like, why are all
You
the
got
dead Jedi?
Holly and Jolly.
You got Holly. You got Chop.
I know. Damn it, Lonnie. All right.
Go for it. I
He
chose to
punched
be up here
okay.
knowing.
He punched you in the face.
I know. He also
Punch him in the
stabbed me,
face.
and he stabbed me. I am going to punch him in the face, but I want to try to maneuver him back toward, because the Christmas tree is on fire now, right? We established that it was on the roof of the burning building. So is the Christmas tree on, like, starting to catch
Yes.
fire? Is there fire?
Yes.
I'm going to punch him in the face to try to get him to fall back toward. I don't expect him to like land in burning.
Why do you
Yeah.
want him to fall? Why are we getting power armor to fall on people again?
Well,
Like,
I go with what I know. I'm gonna punch him
Okay.
with Holly with Holly, and we'll save Jolly for the next one.
Okay, yeah. What remind me what item I made. I forgot.
A one-use power fist.
Yep.
Okay. Yes.
But for each punch, so it's essentially a 2. Holly has one use. Jolly has one use.
All right. Yeah, that was a good item. Good job, me from the past. Good job.
Which Holly and Jolly.
Dave,
okay.
I hate items that stun. Also, Dave, let's get.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
2
it has
items
stun.
that stun.
I,
Well, it was a good
please let
item.
this stun. Please
I'm-
let this stun. Please.
I'm a fan.
All right. Whoops. Holly and Jolly. I would like to use this weapon. Here's the pop up. Show me that pop up.
Also, guys, we've been like murking this man.
Ooh. 2 successes.
Is that?
Oh, because
that
that's the
generates
tag.
Yeah. Tag.
Oh, so wait, was this a tag? Wait, do I get an AP for that? Because it's a success with the tag
Yeah,
skill.
that generates an AP.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect. Add it to the pool.
I'm
yeah.
not sure if you all can see, but I've got a pool going on
Oh,
the
yeah, I
map
think I saw
there.
that. All right, punching that fucker right in his face.
Sounds great.
And I'm just kind of leaning back on.
Oh, I
this,
gotta do
like,
damage dice. Yes.
Yep. You do have to
roll
learn how
damage.
much you hit him for.
Yeah.
It's a piece of it.
10,000.
Oh. Oh, you got the stun,
It is
though.
enough.
It's
for
enough.
The stun.
It's enough.
The stunned. So you punch him, and it just kind of like, it's kind of like Popeye doing a little punch, and there's like a little bird flying around his head. You know how it's stunned. You know, it's like confused in Pokemon. You did that.
Oh, I know what I want to do
Now
next.
I gotta spend some
Okay.
AP to do stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Next
Did I
up.
manage to knock him back at all toward the flaming tree? Or is it just like
Yeah,
a
I'll allow that.
solid punch?
Now that you've knocked him back towards the flaming tree. Lonnie is still on top of him. Lonnie looks impressed that you managed to punch him square in the face and not hit anybody else as well. And Bouffant is going to spend some AP to, which gives him, by the way, after this move, I will have 1 AP left. And he's going to use he's going to try to reach up and shish kebab Lonnie.
Scratch his back. Yeah, he's gonna scratch his back.
Yeah, get my AP back. Get my AP back. Hell yeah. Yeah, he's gonna, let's see, he's gonna attack you for that many. Yeah, so 5 plus 1 piercing on your left arm.
So I take 4.
Yep. And that's it for his turn. Next up, we've got the vertibird. Bird, it's moving over to this corner up here. Gonna be power on that minigun. Minigun going. 2 successes. Yeah, it's gonna hit. Let's see. Figure out who it gets. 1d5. Oops. It's gonna hit Paladin Bouffant, and it's gonna hit. Fine. That's just who it's gonna hit. The vertibird
They were like,
is going
let's shoot Lonnie off his back. And
Oh, that's a great idea.
oh, Pep done punched him in the face.
Oh,
Got him off. Oh, really?
That's unfortunate.
Just a warning shot across the bow.
It's probably also not going to do much unless they hit some in the head.
It's too physical on his. If it's his head, it's anything. It's his left leg. The left leg hasn't had any damage yet. It just fires into it. Paladin Bouffant looks really mad at this, though. This is like pretty infuriating to him.
That's fair.
He's kind of like. He reaches down and grabs up a piece of his helmet and is kind of now holding it in the hand that he had the laser rifle in that is now very much gone. And next up, we've got Clark. What are you doing on your turn?
I have 2 ideas, one of which you can decide what you want to do with first. The 44 is jammed. I do have the perk Quick Hands, which lets me reload firearms faster. I don't know if you want to be like, okay, I can use it for this turn. If not, I have a second idea, though.
It is a revolver.
It is a resolver.
So what do you want me to? What are you looking for now? Tell me.
I want to use the 44, but I had a complication last turn, so I'm asking if my perk that's Quick Hands that lets me reload firearms faster can help me resolve that complication so I can still use the 44 this turn.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to add. Let's see. You're gonna have to add an extra difficulty to hit.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think that's great. So I will. How about this? I will move to close range then. So one square there. I'll use a group AP as well, and I will aim, of course, for the head.
You're looking for 2 to hit.
Looking for 2 to hit. Actually, do I need to use a group AP? because I can re-roll one. Should I use, guys? What do you? Also, I'm all getting ahead of myself. This is just a note for later. We have not been doing it for this combat encounter, so I don't think we should be doing it. But I have once again not been using Gunslinger, which gives me an extra combat die. I just want to make sure we take note of it, and somebody please yell at me to just remember that for once in my life.
Are you sure it's not already on your gun for your roll damage?
No, because we also get +1 for our Pit Boy, right? Or am I misremembering that part?
You don't get +1 damage.
You don't get a bonus from the Pit
Okay.
Boy.
So it is on there. So okay.
So the Pit Boy
It's been on your
allows you
gun
to pick
the whole time.
Yeah,
Right,
Pit
I couldn't
Boy
remember
allows
what
you
the 7
to
was from.
call your shot without a penalty.
Okay, well, now let's just let me just roll this thing. I'm not going to use an AP. We're going to save it.
You're not going to use AP. Okay.
Yeah, because I only need 2, and I can re-roll 1. I'm going to use an AP.
You are going to use an AP.
I want to use an AP. I want to make sure I actually hit this guy. I got it anyways. Well, I got it with the AP. Okay.
Yeah, successes, yeah.
All right.
Do you want to re-roll that 17?
I can. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I can re-roll it just to see what happens.
Well,
And maybe we generate
and also
AP back.
it could you've got a 75% chance to regenerate AP.
That's what I'm thinking, right? So that's agility. We are gaming now. We got it back. Okay.
Look, you got it back.
All right. And now, just for added funness, I can spend 2 AP to double the fire rate of my gun for that attack. My fire rate is only 1, so I don't know how much that gives me.
So a fire rate means you can spend extra ammo to add that many more combat die. So it
I
basically
I could spend 2
AP to be able to spend 2 ammo to do 2 more combat dice of damage.
Guys, do you think it's worth it? Do you think he's still got a lot left in him? Or
if you had a higher fire rate, I would say go for it. But with a fire rate of 1, I don't think that's a great investment.
Let's just go for it.
I agree with that.
Let's just go for it. By the way, I don't think you can use that on high fire rate weapons. I think that is the protection from that. I don't think it mattered.
Yikes, that's 11.
1, 2, 3, 11. Into his head.
Yeah. You shoot off a shot again into his eye. And it does not grow back this time. But he is still moving around and looking. And the way that it's shot, you can actually see where that knife kind of juts out in the skin. It's moving around in the hole that you made and in his mouth. But he is still alive and kicking. And as a reaction to that, with the shard of power armor, he's going to do his best to garble into this shard of power armor helmet. And with that, the vertibird is going to try to land. And
Are we still in combat?
you are still in combat, yes. This is a reaction command that he has. He's going to make...
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to try to add the patient.
Guys.
He's going to do it just real quick. Okay. The vertibird is now landed, and is fully able to take turns and use the minigun as it should, directly beside him.
Within close range, would you say? Huh?
Pretty much in his zones. I would say anything that is the vertibird, the vertibird is now, he is stationary for the rest of the thing. I don't think he's moving. I think that's where he is.
Is he?
Unless
is he within close range of the vertibird?
he is.
Okay, now I would like to spin my AP. Because now that
Okay.
this is reaction command has happened, and the vertebrate is now within one or in close range, I can spend 1 AP and 1 ammo to hit a second target within a close range with Gun Fu. And I would like to do that for the same amount of damage, which is 11 onto the vertebrate.
Okay.
I don't know where you aim on an vertebrate, and I don't know if Gun Fu like works like that. So
Pilot, gunner,
vertebrate is just
fuel tank.
I mean, yeah.
I
you
don't
can
know
add
what the
flavor to
head
that.
equivalent is. I don't know what the head equivalent is, but okay, if I can add flavor to it, then I just want to shoot the stupid guy that's been firing the minigun.
Oh yeah, if you want to do that, there's like a pilot and a guy that's on a minigun. Yeah, you just like shoot that guy in the head. He's dead. Like he's just like ding dong dead. See you later. That's a Brotherhood of Steel initiative. That's like a red shirt. Yeah, you just like absolutely gut him.
He's so lucky I don't have the second rank of that. I would have just shot them both dead immediately. Oh, that was a satisfying turn.
Very nice.
All right, next up we've got Lonnie.
All right.
It's funny to go off of that and then be like, all right, next up, here we go.
All right,
Bring us
still
on.
riding the bull. I'm gonna spend AP, take a shot with 3 d20. So that's 2 successes and a complication. So I'll replace that AP, but I do have a complication. I'm gonna fire into him. 4 damage and 2 to 3 random spots.
Okay. Yeah. Did you? Okay, so you fired up your satch gun. You got a complication on that. You got 2 successes. Would you aim for the head again?
Yeah, I'm still just putting the trumpet like right to his head, and just
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so all right, you managed to do this shot. Paladin Bouffant turns to you on your back, and he kind of grabs you, and he kind of like pulls you forward, and has you by your arms, not necessarily restraining you, but holding you in place. You still have your gun. You're still going to be able to make the shot, and he holds you up, and he says, "You are supposed to die, like the rest of them. We were just gonna kill them. They were all gonna be dead. You should be dead. I shouldn't be dead." And what are you gonna do? How are you gonna take this shot now to kill Paladin Bouffant?
I mean, if I can, so it's sort of like the giant picking up like the person, like a rag doll. Like, am I like eye
Yes.
level with him?
Yes.
I mean, if the satch gun is in my right hand, like I guess I'm gonna like try to point it up as best I can while he's like monologuing. So like it's at my chest pointed up. So the blast is probably going to like rake the front of his face, like laser, like whatever. So it's just going to ventilate him from the front. So he's probably got a few new nose holes.
Yeah, it peels back his skin and his muscles, almost like it's disintegrating it, and it's like a skull is just there, smoking, nothing regenerating, nothing strange happening. It is just a skull atop of some power armor, and you have successfully completed the Paladin Bouffant combat encounter.
Woo!
That was honestly, that was so much easier than I thought it was going to be. Like, I was so prepared to do some like dumb shit. I didn't even have to.
Just wait
He didn't
until
have to die.
Wait,
He didn't have to kamikaze.
No.
Good thing.
At this point, the vertibird where the guy is dead, the Brotherhood of Steel Initiate comes out with his hands up, just kind of like looking at you all like, I'm not going to mess with these people. I'm in the middle of a circle of fire. Like, something is going on. Like, what is happening? What are you all doing now?
I'm getting my knife back out of the Paladin's head.
Pep is taking, if he can grab a piece of the Christmas tree that's like burning, like that's on fire, like a stick that's on fire. He's jamming that in Paladin Bouffant's what's left of his head, because you got to kill it with fire just to make sure.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. Now it's Scorpion.
Yep.
I want to loot the shish kebab. I mean, that seems like a straight up upgrade for me.
Yeah,
I'm going to,
Hazel will grab the pieces of the helmet too, including that radio piece he used earlier.
I will not allow the helmet to be grabbed. I will allow a full T65 power armor to be grabbed outside of the helmet.
Pep would respectfully like to take dibs on the T65 and will happily gift this T45 to whoever.
No, Hazel didn't want it for herself. She's getting it for Pep.
Oh,
I don't.
She doesn't do power armor.
I feel like Nightmare should get some power armor at this point. But
The Nightmare needs power armor. Yeah. At least as a
I mean,
backup.
you're like running in there being like, this is mine. Mine. Give me. This is my thing.
I'm still amused that Hazel somehow managed to voodoo curse his laser rifle to explode when he tried to shoot at her.
I think this is all like the rewards that you've got are the shish kebab, T65 power armor. You're gonna get some caps from this. I
want the healing and the stim packs that are aboard.
a vertibird.
Yeah, I was going to say a vertibird and a hostage. I mean, just saying.
Well,
we have two
here's
power
the thing.
armor sets.
I would
no
like to
power
go
armor
up to
helmets.
the
I
initiate.
want the Rad-X, I want the Radaway, I want the stim packs, if there's any stim pack diffusers.
yeah, Lonnie, do you want the T65?
So I'm gonna go up to the initiate first. I don't give a shit about power armor right now.
Immediately,
somebody has their
everyone is
priorities.
playing this like how PCs would fall out. A guy goes down there like, fuck this corpse. What does he have?
Immediately
What does
push
he
E,
have?
take
Honestly,
all. Let's go.
I don't even think, honestly, I don't think the initiate can even like hurt me badly enough for me to be concerned
like,
more than looting a body.
Do you remember in The Force Awakens when Finn and Rey are in the Millennium Falcon and they take out the TIE fighter, and as it is actively crashing on Jakku, the scavengers are running alongside it ready to like pull the parts off
we got
of it.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. But anyway, I'm going to go up to the initiate, and I've probably been talked very poorly about, or they just saw me, yesterday on the same vertibird in different armor and all this stuff. I don't know. They're probably a bit confused. They just saw their paladin die and everything. And I'm going to go up to him and say, if you would like to defect, I wouldn't hold it against you.
I think I get what you're talking about. That seems like a good thing to do. I volunteer. I would like to volunteer, please.
Okay, volunteer to defect? Yeah, okay. Just
To defect, yeah.
Yeah, just give me your holo tags and we'll say that you died in valorous combat.
So are you guys just I just saw you all recently. Are you all part of the remnants? Because we got the remnants now.
Remnants.
Yeah, Knight Rogier, he defected. He went up and left. He got tired of it. He's made this remnant faction. We've been trying to chase him, but we're all kind of green and new, and we don't really know.
Yeah, you'll have to... I'd like to learn a bit more about that. Would you like to not be in this fiery circle and, like, we can just drop you off someplace safe? Would you like that?
that sounds great. I don't know if I want to go back to the Brotherhood of Steel because
Oh no! You don't have to. You defected. You are officially dead. So, we can take you someplace else, just in exchange for some information concerning these remnants.
That sounds like a great deal. I will take you on that deal. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. All right. It's a little chaotic here, but yeah, we've learned a little bit more from this initiate. I've got his holo tags, so if anyone asks, he's dead. I'll collect holo tags from everyone else as well.
Yeah, I think we've burned our bridges here. She says as the whole like Christmas village like falls down around them in ash.
Did the other initiate have any loot on him? Just asking.
Can we
you've got
collect
that
like
too.
a loot list? Can
we'll
we collect
divide
a loot
that
list
up
later?
Yeah, that's in the next episode. There will be downtime, which we will talk about in the next episode. We will divvy up rewards, and I will make a note that happens. If you want to shake down this guy once he drops off, sure. I don't know what you're trying to.
I want to ask this guy. Hey, do you think we have enough time before takeoff that I can rig up this hammock? I had this whole, before this asshole Paladin of yours came down, I was finally going to fucking get some rest. And as exhilarating as this all was, the hammock, man, think it'd be so nice.
So, Clark, we can use the vertibird to catch the trolley and the flatbed and catch up to there, and then we can have a proper night's rest.
Yeah, but I'm just asking, do you think I could, like, rest in the hammock while we're flying up to the trolley?
I don't see why not. You could
Doesn't that sound cozy? It's kind of just flying around, you're just kind of...
It's honestly, it sounds dangerous.
Vertibird. I'm sure that'd be an experience.
Oh, dangerous. What we just did was dangerous. We don't do anything other than dangerous shit.
That was active. You want to die by falling out of a hammock as a vertibird takes
I'm not gonna die falling out of a hammock. Did you not listen to the guy? The little computer thing. I can only die by disintegration or getting old. Do you think I'm just gonna disintegrate when I fall? Well, maybe if we're high enough.
So Clark, one thing, I think that Paladin Deadface here had the same basic mutation you did, and we did manage to kill him.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying I should wait. All right.
Just wait for an appropriate hammock time.
You know, I was just asking if we had the time anyways, but everybody seems like we don't have the time.
You know what, Clark?
Wait.
I promise when we get a good place and a good time for a hammock, I will make you a mixed drink that will knock your socks off.
That's so good.
Quick
I think I'm
question.
getting arthritis. Did I tell you guys about that?
Is the Santa Village building like fully on fire? Like, is it?
Oh yes, sir. It is very on fire.
Pep is starting to feel
like
a
a
little bad
five-alarm
about what he did to Santa. So he's gonna look at the Santa Village and be like, maybe he crawled out. Maybe he made it.
Oh yeah, I forgot we just left him unconscious in that burning building.
Yeah. Should we maybe
Get out of here? Excellent idea.
I think we should leave. I think we've done enough here. I feel like we've really done too much, actually.
Yeah.
And this fire's got to be attracting more attention
signal.
from...
We need to check signal.
Oh, God. Our super mutant.
So there is time for the hammock.
Friends are dead. There is like innocent people that are trying to live their life. And the first thing this group gets to is like, well, I want that T65 power armor. I don't really want that shish kebab.
The second thing was a nap.
We're all
It's a wasteland, baby.
The second thing was a nap.
Loot.
Well, every single time every time we've just survived by the skin of our teeth, almost immediately we were in another scenario, and if we didn't stop to pick up loot immediately, we would have been in serious trouble.
Yeah, I think we left some good loot in that house. So the haunted
Clark
house,
has killed so many people. So many people. What is another few dead bodies around him? I mean, Signal is a little bit sad. He almost liked Signal. He was so close to liking Signal.
Wait, is it true? Like, if we just like took him to like a really irradiated place, could we just like dump him in and he'd heal up, or is that just ghouls?
I think that's a ghoul.
He's dead, right?
I
Is
don't
he
want
dead?
I don't want to leave his body here, though. Maybe we could. Well, I guess we got a Viking funeral ready to go here.
Well, first, is he dead?
Well, have you gone over to look at him?
Yeah,
all
look
right.
at him.
Yeah, Hazel's gonna go over and get a closer look at him
Okay. All right.
with her medicine and her survival skills.
Yeah, you go
Medic
up
skills.
to Signal, and he's like just riddled with bullets. He's like kind of like glazed over a little bit. His, you can't tell whether he's smiling or happy or whatever because his teeth or his lips are all the way pulled back, so you can just see his teeth. But he looks at you all and says,
Oh, he was alive. Awkward.
"Did you kill Firelurk?"
Yeah, buddy,
Yep.
we killed the biggest Mirelurk. He's dead. He's not gonna hurt you anymore.
We got him.
Crack
We
that
open the
shell
tin
right
can.
open.
Do you know how to cook Firelurk?
Tell us, buddy. Tell us how to cook Mirelurk.
Oh, no time. Just leave me a doggy back. And Signal passes on.